So for this month, I want to discuss something that all of us get at some point in our life, but we don't want it to stay around for too long. I'm referring to inflammation. And why? Because there is no disease that doesn't have an inflammatory component. So some degree of inflammation is needed for our survival since it helps us fight infection. I like this explanation. Inflammation is essentially the language that our body uses to express displeasure with the stimulus that it's receiving. But inflammation can be good or bad. So if you cut yourself, inflammation at the site of the injury ensures enough white blood cells will get in there and effectively manage the wound, thus allowing the healing process to occur. But chronic inflammation, on the other hand, is a different story and needs to be suppressed as soon as possible. It can lead to a whole host of symptoms like allergies, high blood pressure, diabetes, joint pain, obesity, autoimmune diseases, and more. So sugar and trans fats aggravate inflammation and are best avoided. These are found in margarines, deep fried foods, processed biscuits and treats. And while some foods harm the body, there are those that are good for the healing the body as well, even when the trauma is due to physical accident or something that doesn't seem related to nutrition. So to help you prevent chronic inflammation, there's a list of 7 highly anti-inflammatory foods that you may want to know about. And these are in no particular order. All of them are pretty important. First up, we have dark green leafy vegetables, such as kale. This is the one I picked up this morning at the organic markets. They have 2 different varieties of kale out there as well. And we have silver beet and spinach that also fit into this category. Now these are rich in chlorophyll, have plenty of antioxidants like vitamin C and flavonoids to help protect against cell damage. Vitamin C's powerful antioxidant plus its electrolyte content, they boost immunity and reduce inflammation. I recommend 3 or more cups daily of leafy greens. Next up is pineapple. Here's a little one that I got at the markets as well. So eating the fibre-rich core of a juicy, ripe pineapple is the best way to consume natural sources of bromelain. Now, bromelain is a powerful anti-inflammatory protein-digesting enzyme. So other benefits of pineapple are due to its high supply of vitamin C, vitamin B1, potassium, and manganese and other special antioxidants that help prevent disease formation. Keep in mind that the riper the fruit is, the softer the core will be, and that's got more bromelain in it as well. Also, a word of caution for those taking blood thinning medication. Having a little pineapple is fine, but if you start eating it in really large amounts, then it can thin the blood, so just be aware of that. I recommend half to 1 cup a day of pineapple is fine for most people. Even, that's not a high amount. So next up at number 3, we have Spirulina. Now I know maybe some of you haven't heard of this one. So this is a freshwater algae known as a superfood. It's made up of nearly 70% protein. It can be taken as a powder, coming in a container, something like this. It's just totally green, or as a capsule, which is very easy to take as well. Now it's packed with antioxidants and is one of the richest sources of GLA. Now GLA stands for gamma-linolenic acid and is an essential fatty acid that fights inflammation. It's an excellent superfood and is known for reducing the symptoms of arthritis and joint pain. I recommend 1 to 2 teaspoons a day, and it's a food, so it's not a medication or a supplement. It is categorized as a food. So have a look at that one. Next up on the list is green tea, particularly matcha green tea. Some of you may not have seen this one either. I have. It's quite a popular one in my house here. It looks quite different to the tea bags of green tea, and it's an easy way to take. Just a teaspoon of it in hot water. It's particularly good for speeding up your metabolism, making it great for weight loss, and it's chock full of antioxidants and nutrients that make aging us more graceful. It's also been shown to improve brain health, lower the risk of cancer, decrease belly fat, and reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. Well, sounds good. Green tea's anti-inflammatory capabilities come from a special catechin compound that's believed to impact joint pain and the chlorophyll content as well. So I recommend at least 4 cups a day, again for that therapeutic effect. So at number 5, we have coconut oil. Now this one, I'm sure you've seen it even in the supermarkets now. It's everywhere. There are entire books devoted to it. Its high content of lauric acid makes it a powerful anti-inflammatory. You can use it in cooking, even as a moisturizer, smoothies, and all sorts of ways to incorporate coconut oil. I recommend a tablespoon a day. And this one's a medium chain fatty acid as well, so it's quite different to those types of fats that will make someone put on weight very, very easily. So it's a different one. Then we have also walnuts. Now, I'm sure you all know what walnuts look like. As we know from last month's video, walnuts are loaded with omega-3s, which makes them great for improving our perception of pain. And our perception of pain actually occurs in the brain. And these little nuts, they definitely look like brain. Walnuts lower the production of certain neurotransmitters that contribute to both pain and inflammation. Again, it's that perception in the brain. So I recommend around 20 a day. And then finally, at number 7, we have turmeric. And now, although this is not technically a food, but it's a well-known spice found in Indian curries and has been used for thousands of years. So I couldn't leave it off the list. This is a greatly beneficial anti-inflammatory spice. So curcumin is the main active part found in turmeric and has the ability to modulate genetic activity and expression, both by destroying cancer cells and by promoting healthy cell function. Curcumin is a powerful anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and in Ayurvedic or Indian medicine, it's known as a blood purifier. So I recommend choosing high quality turmeric in lieu of curry powder to help you get more of the active curcumin out of it. However, if you're looking for more of a therapeutic effect, a supplement that's personalized for your condition may be in order. Now, Indians eat around 4 grams of turmeric a day, but I doubt most of you will be doing that unless you have that background. The turmeric root itself contains only 3% concentration of curcumin, so it's a tiny amount. One method to increase absorption is to make an emulsion. So to do this, you take a tablespoon of curcumin powder or turmeric powder with 1 to 2 egg yolks and 1 to 2 teaspoons of melted coconut oil, and then you blend it on high speed and eat it off the spoon like that, or you could mix it into your foods. Now there's plenty of variety and flavour in this list alone that, when eaten often enough and in large enough amounts, can reduce or eliminate chronic inflammation naturally. But please bear in mind that while this is a list of just 7, there are so many more, like our well-known fatty fish and omega-rich seeds and oils, including extra virgin olive oil. And we have also ginger, basil, and celery. And our favourite cruciferous vegetables from last month's video, that's broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower. And not to forget the anti-inflammatory benefits of berries too. So thank you for listening, and until next time, be well.